I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!
Hey there champs, welcome back to another round of Manny's Boxing World. And in today's round, we're going to be talking about Fulton versus Inoue and their hand wrap scandal and their possible fight cancellation. And we're going to be talking about that next. But before that guys, if you guys ain't subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you never see it again. And ding the notification bell. That way you never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.
Let's go champ! Let's go, champ!
Alright guys, Fulton versus Inoue had their final press conference for their upcoming fight on Tuesday morning. And yeah. Alright guys, Stephen Fulton's trainer brought up something very interesting, saying that the way that Inoue was wrapping his hand wraps were illegal, and the way that he was wrapping his hand wraps created a cast over it, especially the way they were doing it. This process is called stacking. That's when you put tape over your knuckles and gauze over the tape and tape over the gauze, therefore creating a cast, kind of like Antonio Margarito was using versus Miguel Cotto, similar to that. And then in an interview, Fulton's trainer said, if this issue is not resolved, I am not gonna let Fulton fight this Tuesday because of the safety. And I seen Fulton's face. He was like, nah, I'm fighting either way because I'm already all the way here in Japan. You know, the fight's already scheduled, everybody paid for the tickets. And you should see Fulton's face. He was like, nah, I'm fighting either way. That's what I believe. When you see Fulton's face, he was like, nah, I'm fighting either way, and we're gonna get down just like this. Also, according to a Japanese YouTuber, or a fan I mean, the translator with the pink hair never really mentioned the hand wraps. And you know, unless you know Japanese, we wouldn't know that either. They could have easily said that they did mention it, but never really mentioned it. So yeah, the Japanese guy said that they never mentioned the hand wraps. So yeah, I wonder why, right? Also, Inoue finally responds to everybody calling him a cheat on the internet, and he goes, every single country got their own method of rapping and their own rules. So the USA method of rapping would not be the same as Japan's method of rapping or their actual rules. So he will be doing Japanese rules this coming Tuesday. He's not gonna follow USA rules. What does make sense is it is in Japan, and Fulton did sign the contract, you know, the way it goes. He signed it, he knew what he signed up for. But I don't know if he knew this hand wrap thing before the fight started, or I'm not sure. But good luck to Fulton, and the fight's already happening. So yeah, anyway, they say, oh, I'm gonna follow Japan rules. Don't say anything about it. That's funny. Also, Inoue did not want to take random drug tests, and he also said in another interview saying, 2 times a week, don't you think that's too much? Nah, if you don't have anything to hide, you know, I would be like, test me 3 times a week. I don't care if you don't have anything to hide, right? Also guys, I also heard of a lot of people using steroids, and I also heard of less people using loaded gloves. But I have never heard of someone using both steroids and loaded gloves. If this is true, that's the reason he be knocking out everybody so convincingly and knocking them out like with one punch and to the body, and that proves that, if that is true. If this is true, Inoue is the biggest cheater in boxing history using loaded gloves and steroids. That is a crazy, scary combination. I wouldn't want to spar somebody that's using both. I can just imagine how hard he hits with all those advantages, with the cast and extra power to punch somebody. You won't get tired and everything, and their stamina is all the way up because of the steroids. That is a big old cheater. Guys, you could seriously hurt somebody or kill somebody without using loaded gloves and steroids. Imagine adding that to already a heavy contact sport where everybody gets hurt even if you don't think you got hit that much. Believe me, those punches hurt, and they're not gonna go away. No matter, you know, how good you look against somebody else and you're throwing all these punches and you know, not that much landing to you, it still hurts. Yeah, I also remember Margarito fought a boxer called Kermit Cintron twice, and Kermit Cintron in an interview said about Antonio Margarito, he said that I have never ever gotten hit like that before, and I believe it's because of the cast. But I hope it's It's all just speculation, and Inoue is fighting clean because I do want to see this fight on Tuesday. I can't wait to see what happens and to see if he is really using loaded gloves or not, because you will be able to tell if he has to rewrap his hand wraps and the fight is different and he fights different, or his punches are not going the same way as they were before. Then he most likely was using that, or even the steroids help the extra punch. We don't know, because this guy's been using two things, but I hope not, because I want to see this fight. But that's all I really have for you guys. Good luck to both of these fighters on their fight Tuesday, and I can't wait for this fight. And I'm not going for anybody, like I said. I don't really have a favorite on this fight, but I do wish both of them good luck, and that's all I really have for you guys today. So before I go, if you guys ain't subscribed, please punch and knock out the subscription button. That way you never see it again. And ding the notification bell. That way you never miss any of the new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.